And I think by now most of you will be aware of one of my favorite products for paint removal, which is the Speedheater. And a Swedish company who make these. I prefer using the Cobra, smaller version, especially for Windows, preferable. I've already switched this one on. And one of the main new features that they've brought out, or new products, is actually something I've been waiting for years, and I'm glad they've listened to the to the suggestions. They've got something called flexi scrapers, so much smaller than the ones that you used to be able to get hold of, the scrapers. And with these, look at the size of these. You can get into all the different moldings, the different areas. And obviously by using the Speedheater Cobra, we're using infrared heat rather than convection heat to remove the paint, which is still by far the safest way to remove any presence of lead paint. Now, and one of the beautiful things is with these different scrapers that they actually now have developed it in such a way that you can remove these scrapers really easily with just a Phillips screw driver. Let me get this off. I can show you how easy it is to switch over, because I actually want to use a different one. Be careful, because these are sharp. So I'm actually going to use the smaller version of the board scraper. So we'll pop this out. And then I want to use it this way around. Right, make sure that it's tight. And because this is a swivel head, you can actually see how easy it is to get into every kind of area. So I like to just put it at a slight angle, and yeah, let's start removing some of the paint. So as always, start a little bit higher, so you can work out what you're doing, and you can see that bubbling up. You may be able to see that on camera, but I can already see some of the paint here starting to bubble up. Get a little bit of heat in there. And this is what the Speedheater does. So the infrared heat activates the water molecules in the paint, and we can scrape off the existing plastic paint. And that is all we want to take off, right? It's the existing petrochemical paint layers, because they're the ones trapping moisture. And that's a really important distinction. We don't really, if we can avoid it, want to affect the historic fabric, because obviously there's only so many times that you can start scraping or peeling paint off before you start taking some of the timber off. And what you can see here, what is left, this white, is some of the old historic paint. That is absolutely perfect as a primer coat for our linseed paint. So we don't even need to sand this. You could do, just if it's not smooth enough and you want a more perfect finish. But this is a perfect starting point to start painting our timber.